I've been very curious to see where ARM computing would take us for a really long time. So much so that even though I'm not an Apple person, like literally at all, I was quite excited when Apple introduced the M1, which is basically them moving to ARM pretty much across the board. They've been incredibly aggressive with their move to ARM. They pretty much just flipped a switch and said, we're doing ARM now. And the longevity of their devices, the efficiency, the performance has all been very, very good. Because of this, Microsoft has not really done the same thing, right? So they introduced the Surface Pro X many years back now, which is a thinner and lighter version of the Surface Pro series. And it does, of course, run an ARM processor, but that's kind of all they've done. They've released this little dev unit thing. I forget what the official name for it is, but it's on the screen right now. They introduced that thing a couple months back, but that's not like for like public broad consumption necessarily. So I'm pretty happy to say today we have a report from Windows Central. Of course, it's coming from Zach, an exclusive here from Windows Central, that Microsoft is working on an ARM-powered Surface Go 4. And honestly, that only makes all of the sense in the world. The Go series, they should have gone to ARM a long time ago, right? Like if any of their devices make sense to be ARM, I feel like it was the Go series. They're almost like a stopgap between a phone and like a proper laptop or even a proper tablet. They're quite small. And to have this thing running ARM with all the features and abilities that could bring sound really, really nice. Just think of the extended battery life alone if you're running ARM, at least doing it well. And Zach goes on to say that's pretty much what they're targeting. So the 7C based SoC that is going to be on this Surface Go 4 is going to be of similar performance to what we've just seen on some prior Surface Go devices, but with better power efficiency, longer battery life. These sorts of things are going to be improved with this change to ARM. He also mentions that 5G could be in the cards as well, and that one to me is an absolute no-brainer. You've got a small, very, very portable device with good battery life. You're going to want cellular connectivity on the thing too. It just makes so much sense. If they don't manage to ship that, that's going to be a bit of a disappointment to me. Personally, I'm really excited to see Microsoft leaning more into ARM, doing more things with this, because I do continue to believe that ARM is going to be a very big factor in the future. ARM processors are getting to that place where they are just as fast as x86 processors, but they're far more efficient than those x86 counterparts, and I just am skeptical that x86 is going to be able to find out how to be that efficient. I just don't think that they're built in such a manner, they're designed in such a manner, they function in such a manner that they can be as efficient as ARM. So again, I'm very excited to see Microsoft headed into this direction. As they will continue to do this, they're going to need to do more and more to make Windows work better with mobile style devices, better with touch input. We kind of took a step back, right? We were pushing in that direction pretty heavily, and then the pandemic hit and everybody kind of switched to laptops, because that's just, everybody just needed a laptop at that point. So they kind of stopped focusing on the stuff, I feel like. Now we're kind of on the other end of it, and now we're focusing more and more on mobile devices, on touchscreens, so forth and so on. In the future, we're headed back on that path that we were before, albeit without some of the things we thought might have been the future, like dual screen mobile devices. But nevertheless, it's going to be very interesting going forward. I do also want to point out to you that in this article, he also mentions an 11-inch Surface Pro device. I'm not going to touch on this in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link in the description to this article. Go click on this, and you can read that stuff for yourself. We will leave some of this to mystery. We will leave it on the actual website, so you can go give them a click and give them some traffic for the hard work being done there. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content just like this. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.